Greetings. My name is Susan Dreyfus, and I'm honored and privileged to serve as the President and Chief Executive Officer of the National Alliance for Children and Families. We're a proud national organization representing more than 500 nonprofit human-serving organizations across America today. And today I wanted to take a minute and talk about the President's State of the Union address last night and give a response from the nonprofit human-serving sector. Mr. President, thank you. Thank you for your belief in equity for all people. Thank you for your belief that all people should have opportunity and access so that everyone can realize the American dream that so many of us have had the opportunity to experience and oftentimes take for granted. We agree with you that the power of our education system, our healthcare delivery system, the power of our business community, and that when you said that the greatest opportunity is when people have access to a great job, could not be better stated. So thank you for that. But I want to also call attention to something that everyone's talking a lot about, and that is the importance of our business sector. And you couldn't be more right. Economies turn around on small businesses, and their ability to thrive depends upon their regulatory environment and their ability to innovate and their ability to succeed, because that's where those great jobs are happening. Well, Mr. President, members of Congress, members of state legislatures, governors, we too, in the nonprofit human-serving sector, are businesses. We too are creating jobs. We too are part of the economic vitality of our communities. Just a few little tidbits that I want to share with you is just in my network alone of 500 organizations across this country. Consider this: $6.8 billion budgets in total across our network, 130,791 employees employed by our network, $4.1 billion in salaries and compensation that we pay out across this country every year. When you think about that, and you think about some of the biggest companies in America today, I'll put us up against that any time in terms of the economic contribution we make to our communities and the fact that we are a part of the economic engine of America. One of our organizations in Cleveland, Ohio, Wingspan, that I really want to do a shout out to, they do an ROI study every year. $128 million, 545,000 is what their total economic activity is in the areas that they serve. But consider this: one organization in our network, 1,688 jobs. Think of that. So when I look at people and they talk about the small business community, I grew up in small business, I know it well. And they talk about the regulatory environment, and they talk about what it takes for businesses to succeed. Please don't leave the nonprofit human-serving sector out of that equation. The regulatory environment that we have matters a lot. Oftentimes, at the state, federal, local levels, it can be cumbersome, outdated, duplicative, and just darn right costly. When I think about multiple audits that our agencies go through, when I think about the unfair admin overhead percentages that our agencies are asked to deliver life-saving services on, simply is not reasonable. But when you turn the dial, when you think about us, not just as charitable organizations who are contracting with others for the delivery of programs and services, but you understand that we too are job creators. We too are part of making America strong. And then when you couple that with our missions, where we are getting at these issues of equity, we are getting at these issues of making sure that all children start school ready to learn, that all children and families are able to live safe and healthy lives within their communities. I'll put that up anytime to the kinds of difference that we make in America and the importance that we hold. I do want to give a shout out to the administration and to OMB for some new work that has come out called the Uniform Administrative Requirements. I encourage you all to take a look at this. It basically is taking a look at the federal government policies and procedures on contracting with charitable organizations. It's requiring a reasonable admin and overhead rate in those contracts. It's taking a look at the outdated, redundant, duplicative processes and regulatory rules that they have and doing away with them so that we can do what business is always wanting to do: have the environment that you need to thrive, to innovate, and succeed. So, State of the Union. For the nonprofit human-serving sector, we are vibrant, we are strong, we are ready. But this great economic recession has created a lot of stress for us that cannot be understated. And I think it's important for America to realize that without the nonprofits in your communities being able to do what they do every day, but also the fact that we are job creators, we are economic contributors, and we are part of a vibrant America. Thank you. Know that we are here as the Alliance for Children and Families to advocate on behalf of children and families and to make sure that America's nonprofit human serving sector is as strong as it can possibly be. Thanks.